fresh, fresh, yeah, fresh, 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 yeah, fresh, 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 yeah, fresh, fresh, fresh podcast, yeah.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Fresh Podcast. So this week I'm again with Aaryan, and we
Hola.
also have a special guest, Kuzz. What's up, bro?
Hi, boys. Everything's good.
Thank you very much. So this week we had a special topic. It is something that is very actual, very current, and very relevant these days. And it's the topic of Bitcoin and blockchain, and so everything related to Bitcoin, basically. So we had the idea of having a bit of a discussion, a bit of a talk, a bit of a debate, maybe even about these topics. So on one side we have Aaryan, of course. Aaryan, if you want to give your opinion, like small things to start up with about your opinion about Bitcoin.
Couple words to summarize. In my opinion, I think it's a very, very risky thing, and I'm very skeptical of the longevity of it due to the price volatility and the risk that's involved in cryptocurrency. And I think that you should trade in stocks and bonds and ETFs.
Okay, so basically we have Aaryan on one side that is, I wouldn't say against Bitcoin, but yeah, skeptical.
No, I'm not against it. I'm not against the notion of it, but I think it's a very, very unreliable thing to put your money into fully.
Yes, so that's one side, and then we have Kuzz.
Yeah, basically think that it's it's risky. It's risky, like investing used to be risky, but I think it's the future, and I don't see it going like to zero or really down in this time. I think too that boomer stocks are a little bit like for boomers.
Oh damn! Okay. I feel violated here, bro. I feel violated. Boomer stocks are for boomers.
I mean, they're good, but what are you living your life for getting a 10% up?
I made 40x in the last year. I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, but you're crazy. You're not a normal stock trader.
Okay, yeah. To be fair, there is a difference. So when it comes to cryptocurrency, like how much research do you do on each of the altcoins or each? Because I'm assuming that you don't only invest in Bitcoin, because you have to invest in altcoins, of course.
Yeah, I invest on altcoins. When I started, it was like pretty normal to get and to go all in on things I don't really understand. But with the time, I noticed that the best option was fucking reading the terms of the coin and what it does, what is the property of it. I research, but I don't get it like 100% the info, because I'm not a programmer, I'm not an expert on informatics, and so I understand it, but not completely like one professional will.
Yeah, that completely makes sense. It's the same in my opinion. Stocks and cryptocurrencies are not that different. It's mainly about, do you understand what you're investing in? Do you understand what you're putting your money into? But the main problem I have with cryptocurrency, at the end of the day, it creates nothing really, doesn't it? Because you are technically investing in air.
Yeah, there are a lot of coins that really aren't doing anything, and they're just a Ethereum-based token, because that's pretty important. Ethereum, which is the second most important currency, has like a blockchain where you can create another coins. Those are called the Ethereum tokens. A lot of them are just a token that even has a own blockchain. They are completely useless. But there are enterprises running smart contracts for real on Ethereum. Yeah, not a lot, but if exist.
Like
there
for sorry.
I don't know any of them, but I know they exist.
Just for our viewers, I don't know how many people are familiar with it, but Kuzz, could you quickly go over what a blockchain is?
Well, a blockchain is like, in simple terms, imagine a normal servers of things are like are completely centralized, and it's like a giant computer, a database in a place that runs all the things that are happening in that protocol. Blockchain is basically decentralized, and a lot of PCs are running that info and confirming it. So how to explain it? Basically, it's better because you can get hacked.
Yeah.
You can get hacked, but you have to be like really crazy, and in some protocols, if you go and you own like the 51% of the computers that are running that blockchain, maybe you can do some dirty things, but it's not normal because you need some millions of PCs.
It's essentially an encryption software, isn't it? Like, it's a sort of encryption software for data. And like, if we think about it like a box, it's the lid on the box is a sort of an encryption.
Yeah, there are a lot of images that can explain what's a blockchain in a very like simple way. You can just put some images. But it's like blocks of confirmation. Every PC running the protocol is doing confirmations and make the transactions safer than a normal server.
So I have a question for you two guys. So I have heard like people say that Bitcoin and so crypto in general, I think, is considered to be like the how do you say this, like the money of the poor people. Let's say like it's the money that will change the whole world, in a sense that maybe like stocks are for more wealthy people, like for all the hedge funds, let's say, and they say that so cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and everything is more of a thing that it's a bit more like popular in that sense, that
For the people.
Yeah, for the people. That's what
that is actually a very common misconception, because one of the major things that happened in the COVID crisis is that big investment banks and big hedge funds have been investing their money and putting all of their money into Bitcoin, into wine, into whiskey, into things that you wouldn't really consider to be natural. Like, of course, if I'm thinking about an investment bank, I think that they put their money in an ETF, like a tradable fund, or they put it into I don't know, some sort of a bond agreement with a company, with a country. But they've actually all been putting their money into Bitcoin, and the reason for that being is that since it's not a centralized currency, it doesn't have the world economy is not having as much of an impact on it as let's say the US dollar or the euro would be.
Okay, I see your point.
So it's not really like if we're thinking about cryptocurrency as being for the people, institutional investors alike are putting their money into cryptocurrency. It's not just the people. Even Elon Musk, for example, Tesla is a massive corporation.
That's the new standard of crypto. It wasn't normal to millionaire enterprises to get their funds on crypto, but it's now pretty normal. It's happening a lot.
But where the skepticism then comes in is that when people list these under their assets on a balance sheet or in their leverage statements, the problem is, at the end of the day, what is the asset? The asset is air, right? Because like if we look at what is an asset in terms of accounting, it's what you gain, right? It's what comes in.
Yeah, of course.
What is cryptocurrency really providing you? It's just money that's sitting there in the air. It's like a contract. If I give you a contract, just like I give you a contract, you pay me for the contract, and I'm like, now good luck. This contract is worth however much people are willing to pay for it. It's just a piece of paper. sell it on now. That's basically, in my opinion, what a cryptocurrency is. It's purely based on demand and supply.
For real. There is, for example, a token that is called Tronix. It's pretty famous now. It's like in the market cap is like number 25 in the top 25. Tronix is basically a token with his own blockchain that is used in like Asian entertainment. It's like, imagine like some YouTube mixed with Netflix and mixed with Steam and mixed with a lot of Asians like to have it all on one place, like Japanese people, Chinese people. I don't know what they like it. And Tronix, for example, is really used in that way.
It's actually a company.
Tronix, I don't really know if it's a company. I know the CEO is Justin Sun. He has some companies, but I don't really know Tronix. Let me Google it. Yeah, there is a lot of things called Tronix from another country. So
it's a cool name. What are we gonna say?
Yeah, Tron, like TRX.
Bro.
The CEO is a little bit of a jerk. I mean, he sells. I don't know how you saying it in English.
The CEO is a joke. We're gonna get killed, aren't we?
He sells smoke. You know what I mean? He sells smoke every time.
Oh, okay.
Like he hacks a lot of things that are really not completely going on. He's like, "Oh, boys, no, we have the mainnet ready for the next week," and that's not happening.
He's a fraud.
Yeah, he's a little bit. I mean, he's really functional. He has a lot of successful things, but he likes to hype a lot of things. Well, Elon Musk does that.
He's a cheater, though. Elon Musk, in my opinion, is completely violating the SEC guidelines. Like, he's saying buy Dogecoin, buy stocks in Tesla, buy stocks in Bitcoin, buy an Etsy. When this guy's an investor, it's a pump and dump scheme. It's literally what the Wolf of Wall Street was doing. Yeah,
he can legal problems for doing that. Well, John McAfee got some problems for doing that a few years ago.
McAfee, yeah.
Yeah, he's now in jail.
Yeah, of course he is. He hyped up his own. He hyped up his own stock and sold everything.
70-something years, and he's in jail. He's like, he used Twitter every day.
But see, the problem with this is cryptocurrencies are meant to be something decentralized, right? Like, they're meant to be something that's not a government entity. It's for, like, we'll say libertarians or people who don't like the government, really.
Well, Kuzz is a libertarian.
I know he's a libertarian, but do you want to expose him like that?
No, he's very open about that.
I don't know. I don't speak that great Spanish, so I don't know what his Twitter says. But if we like it's for the libertarians. But then at the end of the day, this CEO guy, he controls everything that has to do with this coin.
Yeah, people with money do what they want.
Well, but that literally destroys the entire point of a decentralized system. If a centralized person can control it,
it's a pretty big problem with some whales got a big amount of the coin that are on the circulating supply. When some whales, some millionaires got, I don't know, for example, 30% of the total supply, that's a pretty bad thing. But it's pretty hard to control because they have the money, they can do it. Normally what happens when for example, there was a coin called Sushi, and one of the main founders, I don't know if it was the CEO, but one of the most important people had like I don't know if 20% of the circulating supply of sushi, and he just sold it all in 1 hour, 1 day.
Bro.
I don't know why he scammed a lot of people, but that coin went in really down because people don't like it. People notices of imported people of the project getting money that way, scamming the people, and they ignore completely the crypto for a time. So he's not in the project anymore. I mean, he's fired.
Oh, of course.
I know sushi went a lot down and it went up with the time. You can put a chart in the podcast for sure. If you Google it on Sushi Coin Market Cap, the page, Coin Market Cap is a pretty nice page. You can see a really big dump when this thing happened on, I think it was in September.
Mm-hmm.
Of last year?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's very
Yeah,
recent.
it was like,
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
it was like, I think it was like $9.
$9 for crypto?
Yeah.
For an altcoin?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
For real, a lot of people likes to give so much attention to the number, the price, but I think it's not really relevant because it's completely attached to the amount of tokens in circulation. And what I mean, if you have just a few tokens, like I don't know, a few thousand tokens, it will be really, it can worth like $50,000.
Damn.
If you have like a lot of millions of tokens, it can be worth 1 cent, and it's not really relevant because that's not like that not represents the amount of money into the project. That's the market cap, not the price of the coin. So
Well, it has to do with how many are in circulation then as well.
yeah. Well, it was like $9. All this shit happens. It went like to $2. I mean, that's pretty bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, that's not very great.
80% down on 1-2 days. I don't know. Imagine like holding it, having all your money there. Being a normal, regular guy, it will be.
Yeah, that's not great.
For your economy completely. That's
But
the
see,
reason.
that's why I like stocks. That's why I like stocks, because like if I'm going to quote Warren Buffett, basically anything under $1 million, I can get you 50% in a year safely without any problem.
Yeah, I think crypto people is used to. They just love the big gains, so they can.
Hodl, bro.
They have the risk. Risk is there. You always can lose your money. That's why you diversify and you choose projects you think are going up. Yeah, it's not that hard to find reliable projects on the blockchain. There are a lot of useful ones. There's a lot of scams too. You don't go all in. That's really important, and I learned by doing it and committing a lot of mistakes. You don't go all in on crypto. If you go all in, you die.
Well, yeah, of course. But wait, do you trade? So I forget. Do you trade the cryptocurrency like on long and shorting, or do you actually buy it itself?
You mean like
do you trade with futures / options?
I do the two things. I have like, imagine like 8% of my capital, of my crypto capital on the futures account, and I do long and short trades. But normally, I have my spot. Most of my money is there, and I'm holding like months things.
You're a crazy guy if you're shorting and longing on your futures contracts and crypto. That's crazy, bro.
Like 20x, 25x. I did sometimes like 770x, but that's pretty crazy.
I cannot imagine doing futures contracts. That's something I probably couldn't do unless and if I actually learned like very advanced mathematics, because at the end of the day in the stock market I would never trade in futures. I would never do it unless I knew the maths behind it.
Oh, so it's like for you doing it in crypto, imagine it's a completely suicidal thing.
Yeah, of course. Because first of all, my risk profile is it's relatively high because I do invest in some penny stocks. I sent you one. It's called Titan Pharma. I don't know if I can disclose the name actually, so maybe we might have to cut that. But I invested in it at 12 cents, and then because I realized the intrinsic value that the company had was going to be a lot higher, due to my valuation metrics, the DCF, and then finding out, of course, eventually what the terminal value is, that the stock would probably and should be valued at about $2. And lo and behold, like a couple months later, after buying at 12 cents, the price rose to $2. It's a 10x return on a safe investment because you know your maths. That's when I really started to realize how much the actual valuing of a company, how important that is.
That's pretty nice. So basically, there is an altcoin called Chainlink that is like Ethereum-based token, and it has not stopped going up like from 2 years ago. It just goes up because it was. Imagine like the top. I mean, it goes down too, but in the general terms, it just goes up.
The trend.
Imagine if I got it for 17 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like $25. It was like $34 a few days ago. But well, Bitcoin dumped like 13%, 20% in this week. So altcoins are suffering right now.
Oh,
I didn't hold it like for all these years, but people that did it can be easily millionaires with a few $1,000.
You didn't hodl, bro? Are you even a crypto investor?
No, I'm pretty impatient when it comes to holding things for years. I don't fucking do it. I mean, I need to move the money. I know maybe
money moves,
but I can't just leave that for 3 years on the same place. I'm just too stupid for that.
That's where we have our differences, because I can leave I have an investment right now. I won't disclose which, but it's probably going to take well into Q2 of 2023 in order for me to get the payoff, but the payoff will be massive.
Nice. For where did you start it?
I can't tell you. I can't disclose any of that information.
It's classified.
Okay.
Classified.
So Kuzz,
my business partner.
Now that you're back, I have a bit of a question, a bit of a a thing that I saw, a trend, let's say, in Bitcoin. I saw that many schemes, many scams, many like Ponzi type schemes are run with Bitcoin, and I think it's basically, as Aaryan was saying before, it's a bit of a thing that they make you invest in some cryptocurrency, some like obscure cryptocurrency, like dump your money on that, and then it's a bit of a weird scheme. Like, Aaryan, can you maybe explain that a bit better?
Oh yeah, like they give you, for example, you put I don't know, $10,000 and you get for day, I don't know, $50, something like that. It exists. That's
the Ponzi schemes. It's for running a pump and dump scheme. I think Kuzz definitely knows what that is.
Oh, a pump and dump is basically.
Oh yeah, no. Like you drive up the price. Like have you watched The Wolf of Wall Street? No, have you? It's a genuine question.
I have.
I did.
Yeah. So what do they do in that? They tell people who are very rich to invest thousands or hundreds of thousands into these penny stocks, which are worth like 3 cents, 4 cents each. And whereas this company, whatever, I forget what the guy's company was called, but Belford's company would have like 50, 60,000 shares in these shitty penny stocks. And then they'd get people to buy millions of the shares for like 100,000 or 200,000. And then they drive up the price, of course, because as you know, demand, supply, and price, like more buyers will drive up the price because there'll be a lack of supply in the market for it. And then they'd sell everything. They'd sell all of it as soon as that transaction is made. They sell everything and they take all the profits, and the guy's left with zero.
Yeah,
the rich guy's left with nothing.
There was a pretty horrible talking about scams. A big scam was this big connect thing. I don't know if you.
Big connect.
It's a really good meme. I mean,
it is hilarious.
Scenario because imagine like old people. I'm talking about 50, 60 years old people, like putting out all his money.
Wait, actually, that's how bad it was?
Yeah, it was horrible. You know the guy about the Big Connect meme? Like, Big Connect, he's broke.
What was his name?
Totally broke. I mean, he wasn't the scammer. He was a scam.
Really?
The guy is doing. He's also a part of a pyramid scheme. Carlos Matos, that guy. Legend.
Yeah, that's
Carlos Matos.
That's the name of the Big Connect thing.
Yeah, the guy who says Big Connect.
He was a normal user of the platform. He wasn't like the CEO of something like that. He was a guy that was getting a lot of money by putting all his funds into Big Connect. And he lost it all when Big Connect dumped. But you can. I'm sending.
The guy was scammed twice. He's also a member of Herbalife. Have you ever heard of Herbalife?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Herbalife. Everyone knows Herbalife. Yeah.
He's also a seller of Herbalife.
Oh, he's a silly scammer. So
he got scammed twice.
Look at this chart I just sent. I mean, BitConnect was like. I'm gonna read an article about BitConnect now. It was an open source cryptocurrency that was connected with the high yield investment program, a type of Ponzi scheme, BitConnect.co. After the platform administrations closed the earning platform on January 16, 2018, and distributed user funds in BBC, confidence was lost and the value of the coin was plummeted to below $1 from a previous height of nearly, listen to this, $500. From
what the fuck?
Yeah, so
$500 for a scam company.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that number to below $1. So the people lost it all.
This is some Lehman Brothers shit right here.
They just exit scammed.
Instant broke.
Yeah, it was horrible. Really, it was a tragedy, but a really good meme at the same time because you had the video of the guy like singing Connect, a really hyped dude, a really emotional boy, and he
sold it well. He sold it very well.
Did you look at the chart?
Yeah, I see that right now. What is that drop off? Jesus. It's straight to zero in one day. It didn't even take that long.
Look at the volume of the coin. It has 24 hours volume of 50 millions. No, $50 million on 24 hours of volume, and the next day it was like 100,000.
Yeah.
Volume.
And then it went to 21. And then it went to 21 bucks,
and
then it went to zero.
Three.
It went from 300 euros to like $300, $500 to like $20 in a matter of like 2 days.
Yeah.
Some crazy. That's crazy.
And that's a lot. It's really a lot of scams because imagine this this money is not completed, but it's so hard to find the owner of the wallet. So people, it is a really good option for scammers. They love it. This is a really common scam that is happening on Twitter from like it has a lot of years happening. Is when some famous that is some ways related to crypto, for example, Elon Musk tweets. There are like accounts that are like LARPing or pretending to be Elon Musk, like another account.
That massive thing that happened when he got hacked.
Yeah, well, that's a different thing. I mean, that thing happens like 1 year ago, something like that. That a lot
Obama got hacked. Who got hacked? I think it was like Obama.
They didn't hack the persons. They hacked the Twitter server in order to get to tweet everything they want from any account they want. They didn't have real access to the accounts, but they could just tweet anything they want, and they did it.
So Obama, Bezos, the Kardashians, Musk, they all were tweeting the same thing about like feeling grateful, doubling all the payments to my Bitcoin address. You send 1,000, I send you 2,000 back. Only doing this for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
All the people. Just imagine all the people that lost a lot of money because, I mean,
it was 100,000 because the whole thing was public. How many transactions happened? The guy got $100,000 and then got arrested.
Oh, I didn't.
He was like 15. A 15-year-old scammed adult males.
I'm a crypto investor. Normal thing that happens is that you get like, I don't know, Elon Musk twist something about crypto and another account that is called like, I don't know, Elon Musk replacing the one character, puts the text like, I just won $5 million on Bitcoin. Who wants a little bit? Send me at least, I don't know,
$500.
Yeah, $500, and you will get 500. And a lot of people do that. People fall for that.
That's why this generation is going to die.
What happens to crypto is really, really so. It's so easy to put your money in another place, to send you money to another person with any information about that person, that scams are really common. There are a lot of scams.
To be fair, the stock market also has a lot of scams. Let's be real here. It's not just exclusive to crypto, because there's a lot of scam stocks out there. Let's be real here.
Yeah, like
economy is
like
a
Tesla.
it's a scam.
Like Tesla, the scam stock.
or GameStop as
Well,
well.
Tesla really
Okay,
popular.
GameStop is not a scam. GameStop was more of a short squeeze done by a bunch of virgin redditors who thought they could.
Short. I really hate like those Wall Street shorters.
I don't like them either, but people who think that the Wall Street shorters, that the hedge funds are going to win, that they're going to go bankrupt or something, those are the dumbest people.
Yeah, that's not real. But
People who think that Melvin Capital cares, or that they're not going to make back their money, I don't understand. Of course they're going to make back their money. They're not stupid. They have university degrees. They have people from MIT, Stanford working for them. They know what the fuck they're doing, and they'll get that $2 billion back anyways.
Yeah, but at least some of them will have suffered a little bit.
Yeah, sure, maybe, but like for how long?
One another guy got fired. I'm sure some of them got fired.
I mean, if we look at the scam stocks, for example, we have stuff like Enron. You know Enron?
Oh yeah, classic.
No.
So Enron, basically what the hell they did was they just lied on their on their statements. They said they had money when they had nothing.
Yeah, on their balance sheet, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
They
that.
lied on their balance sheet. Wirecard, for example, like if we look at the latest Wirecard, they just invented $2 billion. It just wasn't there when the auditors came. It just wasn't there.
Yeah. So
They said that they had $2 billion in cash, and then there was just nothing there.
yeah, I think it's one of the biggest or the biggest auditing like scandals ever. I think.
Because like E&Y, who did the initial one? I think E&Y was the initial auditor who failed to find that out, and so after that, KPMG get involved because they're like, what the hell, bro? Where's the $2 billion?
Yes, it was fucked. And back to a bit to like scams and shit. I brought the topic of scams because the other day someone tried to talk me into one of those Ponzi schemes, and yeah, someone wanted me to like join a Ponzi scheme, and they were like, yeah, so you have to invest in this cryptocurrency. It was like, let me look at the name of the cryptocurrency because it was like some dumb shit. But I know like
What it was?
Like the moment I read that shit,
What was the message?
yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to find the message.
It was like you had to get referrals or what?
Yeah. So it's a Ponzi scam, you know. And I was like, shit, I know this is a scam. Like I told the person this is a scam, and I said, no, it's very safe, it's very good, you know. But I know how it works.
That's what a scammer will say.
It's called USDT.
What is it? What is USDT? Is it a crypto?
You're talking about Tether?
I don't know.
Tether?
That's the name of the cryptocurrency.
Tether.
Yeah,
Tether.
Tether. Yeah. That's a stable coin. It's the most famous stable coin. It's like attached to the price of the dollar, and it's like
Tether.
How the hell does that work though? How does a cryptocurrency get like peg itself to the US dollar?
I don't know it. They just it is like that. I for real I don't understand it. But it's like top 4 on market cap.
No, yeah, I know. So maybe the cryptocurrency itself it's okay, but like the thing that this group was doing, like they were promising.
It's not okay.
Yeah. Like they were promising, I don't know, like 100% returns. You know, like you invest.
Some shady things happen.
It's directly linked to the US dollar. It's not possible. Like, did they give you a link to buy it at?
Yeah, they gave me some link.
The link was probably a scam link then.
No, I know the person itself is not a scammer. I think someone that is being scammed, you know, and they don't know that yet. No.
Yeah, he's gonna get scammed in a few days.
Yeah.
Damn, it is though. It's the 4th biggest in market cap.
And I know that happens a lot. Yeah, I know that happens a lot in life.
There is like a shady thing happening with Tether. Basically, a lot of people says that Tether is printing money and using it for pumping Bitcoin. It happened a few years ago, and a lot of people say that it still happens. And it's so hard to know what's really happening with that because it's the price is attached to the dollar, so it's like the same thing. User does. So yeah, a lot of it's a fact. I think it's a fact that Tether was used to print money.
Yeah, it's all very shady. I think.
That's really shady.
Yeah,
that's the most shady thing there is on crypto. The Tether.
It's literally going against what the hell cryptocurrency is.
Yeah. There is some coins that goes against what crypto is. Another example is like XRP called Ripple. It is like a coin that it's not even decentralized, it's centralized, and it's like the owners are the bank owners. But it's like that, just that. That's against the crypto fundamentals, basically.
Yeah, some bank owner in Switzerland.
Completely centralized, and the owners are the CEOs of the banks.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with like crypto. I think it has some very good points, and it can like if it's developed and I think it's like in a very early stage, like still in a very early stage, and I think we don't know yet how it's gonna turn in a couple of years. I think that's like the main thing. But I know for a fact,
Very uncharted.
yeah. But I have seen like people think that Bitcoin is gonna be at like 100K, like at the
They
end
think
of
it's going to be 1 million.
I don't see hard to get 100K. I mean, it just went to 10,000 to 50,000.
Yeah, 50,000. Yeah. Yeah, but like I saw many people saying like, yeah, it's gonna be 100,000 by the end of the year.
But the thing is, though, it is all based on how much hype it gains. If it doesn't gain any more hype, then it's fucked. It's not going to gain any more then.
But now,
Yeah, it's all about the hype. It's all about the hype for it.
but that's the thing right now. Like the hype right now is very high, I think.
But when it isn't high anymore, like we saw Bitcoin, it was massive in like 2017, like 18,
Yeah,
something like that.
2017 was the year
18.
of
And then for like 3 years, everyone forgot about Bitcoin, right? Let's be real here. Everyone forgot about Bitcoin.
Yeah, it
And all
just
of a
went
sudden during
from,
COVID, it became relevant again.
from $900 to 20,000 in that year, and then it started dumping and dumping and dumping, and it was like not a good investment for at least 2 or 3 years. But there was an altcoin season of 30 years of Bitcoin dumping. I mean, you could still get money like trading altcoins.
Well, this is not great. So, a news report just came in that the Nasdaq suffers its worst day since October.
What day?
Worst day.
When?
Nasdaq just now, today.
Yeah, it was. I mean, this dump was.
The market crash is coming anyways. Let's be real here, because all the stocks are overvalued at the moment. There's an indicator called the Buffett indicator, of course, made by the namesake Warren Buffett, which indicates whether the market is overvalued at the moment. And to be fair, the indicator was showing 100% for like the past month or so.
Yeah, because I think it's due to like all the monetary policies and everything, and the government buying stocks, and people are very like, I think people are very optimistic at the moment, but I think that optimism is gonna fire back very soon, backfire very soon, I think.
It's mainly due to the Fed pumping money at the end of the day. Since like you saw since the US, of course, at the end of the day is very much connected to the world economy. Everything is pegged to the US because, most powerful country in the world and all that. But
Yeah.
if it's true though, like if we look at 2008, 2009, when that crash happened, it was purely US, and then the impact was felt worldwide.
Yeah, of course.
Whereas, like, if something happens in a random country, it's not going. No one's going to care.
Indeed, yeah. So yeah, right now I think like the economy, I think it's about to burst, and it might be a big one. I think.
It's a bubble.
Yeah, it's a bubble.
The stock price bubble was already going to happen, and that's why I had already cashed out of some of my major stocks for like the big blue chip ones just today or so. I guess I got lucky. But I had cashed out of some of the major ones because of the Buffett indicator, and the fact that Warren has also cashed out of his major stocks like Apple, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
He's because he has to make everything public that he invests due to SEC guidelines. You can see how much he's taking out and putting in anyways.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. So yeah, I think right now it's about to burst, and maybe Bitcoin, like if like the economy. If the economy goes to shit, let's say, maybe Bitcoin will have a bigger role, I think, or maybe.
I mean, that's what happened during COVID, didn't it?
Yeah, but now if it's gonna.
Yeah, that happened. Like it's really crazy because sometimes stock market is going really bad, and Bitcoin. Sometimes it follows the stock market. That's a fact, but not always. Sometimes it just keeps pumping
because the thing is that some institutional investment companies they will put their money into cryptocurrencies
Yeah, that's what happened.
and that's why it drives up the price.
That's what happened in these 2020, 2021. That wasn't
Exactly.
normal. I mean, in the 2017 pump, it was like really like regular people putting their phones there.
Yeah.
I think it was not mainly, but a really important thing. What happened is that BuzzFeed, they just publified in December like a video that was called like, "How to Become a Crypto Millionaire," talking about the guy, this little boy that got like, I don't know if 500 or no, like $2,000 or $5,000 for his birthday from his grandma, and he just bought Bitcoin like worth cents, and now he's a millionaire. And the BuzzFeed video was all about that, and it just like was made in like it just looked like becoming a millionaire was a really easy thing with crypto. So people started like buying it. Normal people that never invested in any kind of stock market or any like that. So people that wasn't knowing what they were doing with the money. It's a really horrible thing. That doesn't happen. That doesn't have to happen, because it's not the same to be a stock market user, like a trader, that a normal regular boy that picks up like $10,000 and buy Bitcoin. These regular people, they see a dump of, I don't know, 20%, and they get out. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
A lot of people just got scared, and that made the price dump a lot.
I mean, the world of crypto is crazy.
Yeah. Now it's happening like some kind of ban of Tether in New York.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on, but we have some.
To be fair, let's be real here. New York doesn't have the same ring anymore as it did before, because everyone's leaving New York.
Oh.
Like the big companies and the big people and rich people, they're all leaving New York because New York wants to put in 70% taxes on 70% income tax above 100,000, and then of course rich people are not going to like that very much.
Yeah.
So they all fucked off to Texas and Florida, which has 0 state income tax.
Is that related to Sloppy Joe or what?
Sloppy Joe. Well, no, it's because so in New York there's this woman called Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from the Bronx district in New York who's a socialist, and she thinks that rich people should be paying massive taxes.
Be careful with what you're saying.
Well, no, it's true though. She wants people to pay taxes.
No, yeah,
that's just a fact. She wants people to pay taxes, and so she wants to raise taxes. But the raising of the taxes made the rich people go away.
Yeah, I know that. I know.
That's what happens in the. It happens here.
I'm not insulting AOC. I love AOC, guys.
Yeah, but like, don't say that, because you never know who is listening. It's...
Okay, I'll say fuck AOC.
I mean, like rich people going out is really a big problem, and it's what
yes,
happens
because they're taking jobs with them, like Hewlett Packard, and same is happening in California. Elon Musk left California, for example. Even he was pissed off at California.
Well, here, imagine her in Argentina, like a really big delivery, like food service, like food.
Yeah,
it's called in English.
Yeah, food service, delivery service.
Yeah, food service like
Which one?
Uber Eats. That is called like Globo. It's
Globo,
really
of
famous.
course, yeah, I know Globo.
it is in the first point.
No. There's another reason why I know Globa. Don't worry about it.
Okay, it just disappeared of the country because I think they were getting ripped by
Taxes.
the taxes. Yeah, so they just got out.
I mean, a lot of companies in Germany, for example, have that sort of plan if the socialists and the left parties take over, like the super commie parties who want to put in like 80% taxes and 70% taxes. Of course, they want to leave. Like, there's no point in staying here. I don't make any money anymore.
Yeah, that's totally disgusting.
Daylight robbery, bro.
Why will you do that? That's not good for the country economy.
Well, you know, people think they like to be optimistic. They like to think that corporations like to pay taxes. Like in the Scandinavian countries, for example, people like to pay taxes. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
So the historical significance there is like in Denmark, for example, the king, the king of Denmark, he was there. I don't remember his name exactly, but he was the richest king who ever lived, and he died the poorest king ever, but like because he spent all his money. So when he spent all his money, he increased taxes massively on the entire populace. And so like people just got used to paying the taxes and didn't bitch about it as much. So then it just stayed, the culture of having high taxes and then receiving in return.
Yeah. Well, that's happening in like the high taxes thing and people going out. It's what happening. Well, this is pretty common topic here in like Hispanic people, but in Spain, like the YouTubers, the Twitch streamers, people that use, I don't know, Patreon, OnlyFans, all that kind of internet money, they got like taxed 50%, something like that.
Shit.
Crazy.
50% taxes on that.
Yeah. So
My OnlyFans money, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm making 10,000 euros and I'm getting 5,000. That's fucking disgusting. I think that's totally
Okay, to be fair, that's not exactly how taxes work. Like the progressive tax system does work differently, like with the tax brackets and all.
Yeah. I know. There's a lot of instances and things that happens, but a lot of people is going to Andorra. Do you know Andorra?
Yeah, of course, Rodri. Of course, you know Andorra.
Yeah, we know Andorra, bro. Yeah. So I saw like.
Have you been there?
No, not me at least.
It looks really cold.
Yeah, it looks.
It's
cool.
really cold and small, but
It's small, but there's no taxes whatsoever.
No taxes. Yeah.
It looks like a nice place.
It's
like,
chill. It's like France and Spain combined.
Yeah, it's totally chill because it's like a really small place between the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you like going skiing every day, then it's cool, I think.
Yeah. Well, and this discussion happening between Hispanic people because they have that thing of the paying taxes is really what you should do culture, and when people avoid taxes by going to another country, they got really mad. They get pretty mad.
Yeah, they got lynched.
You went to school by all people taxes, and now you don't want to pay the taxes to kids. I mean, people is still paying the taxes in another country. They not avoiding the taxes itself.
Yeah. So that's a bit off topic, actually.
I mean, whatever. We diverged into it.
Yeah. I think maybe we can wrap up this discussion since I think I don't want to say we covered everything about Bitcoin, but I think we talked about it in a very maybe with anecdotes and everything. That I think that made it a bit more interesting because I think the topic itself is a bit heavy especially for us a podcast, and so. But I think we covered.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we covered in a very lighthearted way, which is good. And with anecdotes and everything. So, and I think some of those anecdotes were funny, especially like the whole bit connect part and the scams and everything.
All the scams.
Yeah,
It's
so
pretty important. Don't get scammed when you.
yeah, so
It's so easy. To,
Don't get scammed. That's the number one thing. I'm Indian. I'd know.
that my personal advice: don't get scammed. Just don't.
yeah, just don't. If someone tells you, do you want to become your own boss? Just say no, I don't. And that's
No,
it.
bro, you gotta listen to Ty Lopez, though, bro. 62 steps to becoming your own boss, bro. Do you have a mentor? Do you have a mentor? Let me be your mentor.
That video of the garage with all the Lambos and Ferraris.
I want knowledge.
It is still on public site. I don't know.
No, Ty Lopez is not a scammer. He's earning so much money.
Yeah.
It's like
He's
Gary
like-
Vaynerchuk. That guy's also a scammer.
He's not a scammer, but he sounds like a scammer. You know, like
He is a scammer.
He's a smoke seller. He's
Yeah,
like
he also sells bullshit.
being low key a scammer, but not like hard scammer like Be Connect thing.
Like these both these Ty Lopez and them, they're teaching nothing. Essentially, they're taking money for literally telling you nothing.
yeah, for telling you like
It's
obvious stuff.
normal.
Well, anyways, so thank you, Kuzz, for being here today with us to discuss about this topic.
Welcome.
Maybe you can be in another future episode to talk about some other stuff. But
Yeah, for sure. And talk about music or anything.
yeah, about music
Of
or
course.
about like I don't know some dumb shit. That's also nice. Since right now, like
Yeah,
I don't know if you know, but basically, so we're just doing whatever we want, and
Yeah, we disconnected from the school
Yeah.
for now, so it's a
Oh.
private thing now.
You know,
Finally,
so just for fun. And yeah, well, thank you very much, Kuzz, and thank you guys for
thank
tuning
you.
in.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Leave a comment
Yeah,
below.
like it. All about-
And the main thing, don't lose money and don't get scammed.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
main thing.
and my personal advice: if you want to become crypto, if you want to trade cryptocurrencies, you just pull a small cap on that. You don't need to go with all your money because it's pretty dangerous. It's really risky. You can like put I don't know 50% of your capital you want to invest
Yeah.
in anything. Or, and
Yeah, so if
10%.
you
Same goes for stocks.
yeah, if you want to go into Bitcoin, just send Kuzz a message. Give him your money, and he will put it in
Yeah,
good use.
I love money. Give me money and I'll be good.
Give me money.
Well, anyways, guys,
Show me the money. This is some Jerry
guys.
Maguire shit.
thank you very much, and yeah, see you the next time.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
You guys.